So this video is about the close-ups for Thumb Jam. So we're going to look at each section by itself. So the first button we're going to press is sound. And when we press sound, we get the drop box, which comes down and we have change instrument, change scale, volume, create instrument, download samples. Download samples is as easy as it suggests. You just download new instruments. Create instruments, that's where you can affect the instruments you've already got and change them slightly. The volume, which you can operate on through the app or on top of your iPad as usual. Change scale, that changes how the notes on screen will sound, and we'll come to that in a bit. And the change instrument. So the first one, change instrument, you touch that selection and another drop box come down, and you use your finger to swipe up and down. You can play any instrument. So again, press sound, change instrument, press sound, change instrument, press change instrument, sounds, change instrument, another one. So I'm going to find an instrument that I can use. I'm going to just go to this one. So that's the sound tab. If we go to the tab at the top, which has a sharp and a flat in, these are musical signs. And you get a series of letters that comes up. This is to do with the key of the piece. If you want to change and explore this, feel free. If you are happy keeping things as are, we stay on the C. By pressing that button again, it just goes off. We don't need the next few, but nothing will happen if you do press them. We're going to go to span now. So as I mentioned on the video, span, if you press the minus, we have less notes on screen. If I press the positive, we get more notes on screen. We're going to go to octave. If I press the minus, we get a lower sound. If I press the positive, we get higher. And we tend to just stay roughly in the middle of that. We then have the three recording buttons. We have playback. The triangle with the little line in it is actually a metronome. That's if you're recording a piece and you want to keep in time. There is an option for a speaker, and there's obviously playback with music as well. So we don't tend to use those three or those. So we concentrate on this side. So we're going to go back to the sound section now, the sound tab. If I press that again, if I go on to change scale, I get a big list of all different types of scales around the world. Again, if you press something and you don't like it, you can change it. So for instance, if I want a Hungarian major scale, which I've never heard of, it just changes the notes we have on screen. If you would like a major triad, I tend to stick with the very top of the scroll, which is major, and that's the one I've been sticking with. Again, you don't need to use this option, it is just an option, and press done when you've finished. Press sound and you can still access the instruments whenever you want to. So I'm going to go for a trumpet. Okay, and that is Thumb Jam.